Hello, everybody. I want to personally introduce myself. I am Sally Walmer, and I am a senior executive manager with LeBri. And my team is the High Flyers. And the reason behind that name is because there was a quote that I heard along my LeBri journey. And a part of that quote was, "What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" And that was a turning point for me. There are so many things that could go wrong, but then there's so many things that could go right. And so I really held on to that saying, and it propelled me forward within the company to get me where I am now. And so I urge you to find a positive or inspirational quote that you really connect with and read it often. It just really will change your mindset and help you reach goals and start to dream big and then even bigger. So, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. This can be the most incredible journey, I'd like to say, of your life. Don't want to sound too cliche, but this can be life changing. And it was for me. And the resources for you to get to any point within the company are at your fingertips. And so in this video today, I'm just going to talk about some of the basics. And then when you have questions, reach out to your upline. That would be the person that sponsored you, or to me if you can't get a hold of them. And so we're going to start off with one of the most comprehensive resources that the company has to offer, and it is called the Successful Start Guide. And you can get it in booklet form or it is available online. It will walk you through every step of your business. And if you're somebody that likes to check off boxes, this is for you. It's truly a step-by-step guide that will take you from point A to B and beyond. If you're curious about the business center, it will help you identify what areas you need to go to find different resources. So this is really a fantastic first step into knowing a little bit more about what do I do now that I'm a consultant. And so please take a look at that. And if you feel like, even if you've been a consultant for a while and things feel a little stale, pick this back up. There's so much information in here. You may forget some of the important things, or if you're just not ready for them at that time, when you build up a little more confidence, you'll be glad to get some more tips and tricks on how to run your business. So that's a fantastic resource. Please utilize it. It's really wonderful. The other thing for brand new consultants is the Fast Start in 50. Now this is a way to motivate you to run with your business from the start. And we're going to go through these 3 benefits to get your business going right away as soon as you can. And so sharing the product. Of course, that's probably a reason that you're aware of. When you join LeBri, you're a consultant, you can sell product. Within your first 50 days, these are some added benefits that you will have because LeBri wants you to feel like you have an incentive. And they know the majority of people who end up being successful are the ones who start running with it from the beginning. They jump in with both feet. And so these incentives sometimes are what get people to take those steps because they can be scary. And let's just go through them. So For every $1,000 that you sell in your first 50 days, you will get $50 of LeBri credit. That sounds pretty great. For every show that you help someone close, they're going to get $50 credit. So this is one way for you to start asking your close friends and family if they'll help you out and host a show. An incentive for them to say yes to you is you have this additional $50 credit for them for 50 days only. So get those shows going. One important thing to know, as a LeBri consultant, you can also be the host of a show. And so you can have one of those $50 credits for yourself also. All right, let's talk about sharing the opportunity with other people. It's always more fun to do something with the people that you enjoy being around the most. And the same thing with this LeBri business. If you've got a group of friends, why not have everyone sign up? What a great journey. It could be a girls club or just a sense of community with whoever you have, that you can do it together and brainstorm together and network with each other. So when you begin LeBri, again, they want you to be brave. And so the incentive they offer is a $100 product credit for everyone that joins your team within the first 50 days. So ask everyone. Ask everyone. I can't say enough about that. It's just incredible. All right. Also, when someone that you sponsor sells $1,000 in their first day, 50 days, you get a $100 credit also. So that's exciting for them. When they do well, you do well. It's really a beautiful partnership. And then, if you sell $1,000 within your first 50 days, and someone that you had sponsored within that time sells $1,000 within their first 50 days, you will earn your kit back. So even if you bought the kit that cost $299, LeBri will send you a refund, so you get in your rebate for the cost of your startup. Isn't that incredible? All right, so also a wonderful thing about sponsoring and being rewarded, you will get a special gift in the mail from LeBri, and it's this wonderful sampling bag. So it's made custom to fit a catalog and samples. You could also put business cards in here. And then on the inside, it's got 2 pockets here to hold things. So if you want to give out some resources, you're able to. A generous inside pocket, always be sample ready. You never know whose life you're going to change. And then there's even another pocket that snaps closed on the back. So this generous bag is going to be your gift when you sign your first consultant within your first 50 days. So that's a fun incentive to work for. So if you have any questions about any of the fast start information, there's a flyer that looks like this, also available online. Have it handy. This sits on my desk. And when I was new, it was in the folder that I kept everything in so that I could be reminded of it often. So don't lose those things. They're great resources. All right, next, income opportunity. That's another way that we like to talk about sponsoring or having people join you or join your team or your downline. But income opportunity is so important. Having your friends do what you do creates momentum. The more momentum, the more fun, the more fun, the more money. Um, Money's great. We all want money. And if you could do it without it feeling like work, that's really a great feeling. And so I'll want you to also take a look at this resource. It's laid out really simply, and it talks about the different ways that you can make extra money doing what you're doing. And this is something that sometimes you're so overwhelmed because there's so many incredible rewards when you're starting out. It's almost hard to keep them all apart. And so again, this is a resource I would have handy, and it will talk about whenever you can sell $1,000 a month, you can get a bonus. And then when you start closing shows, I want to show you this. The more shows you close, a higher percentage you will get back. And so if you have 5 qualified shows a month, and let's say it's around $2,500 total, you get 5% of that when you get your monthly bonus. And so that's $125. Now, if you take that up to 8 or more shows, and let's say it's around $5,000 total, you're going to make 15% back as a bonus, which is $750. So always be aware of where you're at with sales, where you're at with having shows, and make some goals. Make some goals. The money's there. If you want that money, there's ways to get it. And then this is my new favorite. The sponsoring. The sponsoring is a way for you to really invest yourself into this business and to help others do the same thing. And you can see as you promote, here are the requirements and here are the benefits. And this flyer, again, available in your back office. So you should always know where you're at, where you're going, and then where you're going after that. Because it can happen quickly. Or it could be the end of the month and you might be reaching a level and not even be aware of it. So always look at where you're at throughout the month. And if you want additional help with using like the team management part of your back office, I'm happy to help you with that as well. All right, so early on we talked about you could be the host and the consultant. And this is probably one of my favorite perks. You join LeBri, you'll get the discount. That's great. You get commission. That's great. But when you host, you get the host benefits. So really, you can get your products at next to nothing. And that's even better. That's better than the discount. A discount starting off for any consultant would be 20% off if you are spending less than $150 retail volume. If you spend over $150, your discount goes from 20% off to 30% off. And so it breaks my heart to think somebody would spend $130 and get 20% off, when if they would just sell a little bit more, it would almost be like getting that difference back in free product. Does that make sense? So just know that that's available. When you are a host and you get host rewards, it's like getting 85% off. So your discount's great, 20 or 30% off starting. That goes up with every promotion. But when you host, you get like 85% off. And I say that because if you look at the catalog, I love our catalog. It's a training resource in itself. You'll see beautifully laid out all of the rewards for hosting. If you have as little as a $300 show, you will get a $100 credit for 20 bucks. And so that's like 85% off. Now, besides just getting that credit, which goes up, if you had a $400, or I'm sorry, if you had a $900 show, you would get $400 of credit for 50. So that's basically LeBri giving you those items at their bottom dollar. This is the lowest they can go, while still rewarding you with hundreds of dollars of product. So that's one part of the host benefits. You'll see there's many. So the credit, you get between $100 and $400 credit. Every month there's a new bonus. And so the bonus is completely free when you close your show. This month it would be the hair care items. So this is completely free for a $300 show. Amazing. It's $64. And then, depending on if you have a $300 show or a $900 show, you'll get half off items. So 4 if you have a $900 show, down to 1 if you have a $300 show. And you can pick one of the biggest expenses and save the most. Like, this is the Turn Back Time collection. It's $100. You can get it for $50. Or you can take something like a lip gloss and get that for half price. So it's truly up to you. If you want, you don't even have to utilize that. If you didn't want to spend any additional money, that's fine too. When you have 8 orders on a show, you'll get this beautiful professional makeup brush set. You don't even have to do anything extra to get that, just by sharing with your friends. So that's amazing. And then everybody who books off your show, you get a $75 booking credit. They have to have their show closed within 45 days of yours closing. But otherwise, my goodness, you could even book another show off yourself. I do that. If I have a show and it's closing, I know I'm going to be sharing it again. I know I'm going to be handing out catalogs. I know I'm going to be talking about it on Facebook or doing a live party. So book off yourself and you'll get that $75 booking reward also. So many fabulous ways LeBri rewards you for being a consultant. So don't be afraid to reach out to people when you're brand new. You know, you might have a good friend who loves LeBri, and they might have a consultant that they don't know very well, maybe a friend of a friend. But if she chooses to have you as her consultant, she can choose you. So don't be afraid to just let people know, hey, I'm here and I'm open for business. There's also wonderful training materials in your back office under the Learning Center. And then on Facebook in the LeBri Consultant Forum, you'll want to check in on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central. Lori Langell is our field developer, and she does around a 30-minute training every single week. And you don't want to miss those. You want to learn and absorb as much as you can from the start, because it's only going to make your business stronger. I am here to help you along the way. You can send me a message or ask questions on our team page, and look forward to helping you be as successful as you choose to be and reach any goals you have, whether they're small or large. So thank you for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.